Are you having trouble finding success in your industrial marketing? I'm gonna give you 3 things right now that you can implement that'll lead you down the right path. What's up guys, I'm Milan, and this YouTube channel has over 850 videos talking about industrial sales and marketing. That's all we talk about here. 23 years experience in the industry, and we are helping companies dominate every day at Manufacturing Tribe, the industrial sales and marketing agency that I am part of. So if you guys aren't seeing successes in your marketing in 2023, looking into 2024, and you wanna make some changes, or if you wanna make changes right now today, here's 3 areas that we're gonna jump into. Number 1, do what others don't do. It seems so simple, right? But in industrial, everybody's stuck on old ways. The way to stand out in this noisy environment, whether you are selling robotics, integration, machine shops, metal fab, plastics, whatever it is that you're selling, there is competition. Even you newer tech companies out there like, dude, there's no competition for what we do because what we do is so innovative. You're competing with the old traditional way. You all have competitors, and most of those competitors aren't doing certain things that you can do to make you stand out. There's a lot of noise in this industry. Everybody's always saying things like, I've got the best service, I got the best quality, I've got the biggest engineering team, my on-time delivery is the best. Without saying any of those, what is your value proposition? You need to really think about that, because that is gonna make the difference in when you do the step I'm about to tell you, which is you have to do those things that they don't do, put stuff in front of them that's compelling, that's different, to then draw them into your ecosystem. Now you need to make sure that wherever you're pulling them into is set up and ready for that. Now I mean literally set up, I mean your website has been updated that you're sending them to in the past 12 to 24 months. There are call to actions, whether you're having them go to a video, make sure that video is high quality, but doing what other people don't do, and most of the time what other people don't do in industrial is what's happening right now, and what's working right now is video, content, and engagement. That's what matters. Having video content, producing written content on a consistent basis makes you stand out. I'm not talking just a single video like we used to do back in the day. I'm talking about a multitude of videos, having 20, 30, 40 videos every quarter being pushed out, just like we do for our clients here at Manufacturing Tribe, because that is how they're gonna stand out. You don't know when somebody's gonna come across your content. If you're only posting 1 day a week on LinkedIn, you should be posting 5. Most industrial companies are posting 1 day every other week. If they are posting 2 or 3 times a week because they're a bigger company, it's typically not the right type of content that's gonna drive people in. It's not using the right hashtags, it's not using the right links. There's a lot of things that are wrong for it, but in general, look at your competitors and see what is it that they're doing that you're not doing, and do you think that that's gonna produce results? But I guarantee you, if you say, all right, I'm gonna do a huge video strategy and we're gonna write articles and do 20 videos a month and push it out on social and have it on your YouTube channel for shorts and push them out on our website. If that's what I'm gonna do, go look at all your competitors and say, is anybody doing that? I guarantee you most of them are not, and the ones that are getting way more attention than you are. The second thing is gonna be measure the results that you're getting with your current marketing and make adjustments. I don't mean that you have to make massive adjustments after you've viewed the data for 6 to 9 months. I'm talking about you can make adjustments today. If you were trying to go down the path and do something, stop what you're doing if it's not working, if it's not leading you down the right path, if you don't see light at the end of the tunnel. I'm not saying instant gratification. I'm not saying I started an ad campaign and it's not producing the results that I want and it's been 2 weeks. You might need to let that go 3, 4 weeks. You might need to maybe talk to the agency if you got somebody running that and be like, hey, this isn't going where I need to. We need to make a pivot and make some adjustments to these campaigns. But you have to look at the data, say, all right, I've got 2 months of this, I've got 3 months of this, I've got historical proof that where I can make a statistical conclusion that this is not working, and then you need to make an adjustment right then and there. Too often industrial companies are like, nope, we're gonna let this play out for a year. We committed to this strategy. It's going to work even though everything's showing that it's not working at all. We committed to it, so we're gonna write it out. You need to stop what you're doing, make a micro adjustment, have whoever's working with you make that micro adjustment, test those results, then make more adjustments. You have to be nimble in this industry. Marketing is not about set it and forget it. You're just gonna say, I set up the campaign, I did all the stuff, and it's just gonna run, and the stuff will come to me. Leads, revenue, opportunities, all that stuff will come to me. You have to test it, make adjustments, set it, do it again, make adjustments, and consistently do that. That's why it's better to partner with an agency like ours. But if you're going at it alone, make sure you have a person that's paying attention to it. There's systems, third-party integrations with all advertising and social and things like that, where you can have triggers set up if something's not performing. If your reach gets below a certain level, it notifies you. I know it's a lot to take on, but you can set certain triggers up in place. As long as you have the right systems that are newer with technology, it'll make your job a lot easier. Last one's gonna be revisit your traditional marketing spend. What do I mean by traditional? I mean trade shows primarily and print media. revisit how much you're spending right now today. Revisit what have you spent this year and what were those results. And don't just be like, oh, the results were good. I mean, literal look at those results. How many leads did you get from that show? But more importantly, how many of those leads turned into opportunities? Because people say, dude, we got 60 leads from that trade show. And then 3 months later, you're like, yeah, but most of those were duds, and we only got 2 actual leads. Now, if those 2 actual leads can pay for the entire trade show and then some, totally makes sense to do. Just go into it knowing that 50 isn't the number you're looking for. You're gonna try and get 100 or 150. If you're getting 2 per 50, you wanna increase the denominator, right? So in order to do that, you have to put more effort, more people out there, more marketing. From the print media standpoint, if you're running ads in trade shows, if you're running ads in magazines, things like that, and you can't get quantifiable data that's going to say these things came from this action that you took, you need to pause the spending on that. Maybe don't do it for the rest of the year. We're going into 2024, revisit your strategy, implement some of these newer things, newer digital marketing strategies that we talk about on this channel all the time, with content, with social ads, with doing videos, doing things organically, focusing on SEO for those people that are searching for you. All those things, shift it, because trade shows and print media is very expensive, relatively speaking. So you can take those funds, shift them into a different direction, and I guarantee you will see more results. But you have to audit those results first. Say, we've been doing it the same way for this amount of time. It's not working like it used to back in 2016, back in 2010. It's not working. We need to make an adjustment. Look through all of my content. I've laid out strategy numerous times and the key areas to focus at. Implement that, and I guarantee you the results will skyrocket. You'll start to get more engagement. The ownership will be happier. You'll look like a savior, being like, dude, I brought in this team, or I brought in this strategy, and we're gonna focus on this, and look at this. You'll be looked as a savior to them. And all you wanna do is really grow the revenue, maybe replace customers with some higher profitable customers. The only way you're gonna do that is to ditch the always traditional way of doing it and jump into something that's new. If you guys got value out of this content, share it with somebody that you know. Be sure you hit subscribe, turn on notifications. If you want to listen to this in podcast format, head over to Industrial Sales and Marketing with me. You can listen to it while you do other things. Follow me on LinkedIn, because there's tons of, we post probably 5 times a day. There's tons of posts that we put out there, behind the scenes, little tips and tricks that you can implement today. If you do want to reach out to an agency that'll take care of everything for you, that has only industrial and manufacturing, marketing, sales experience, that is us. Head over to mfgtribe.com and we will hook you up with a dope strategy. We'll see you on the next one.